Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today to do a mask making share video. I'm going to share with you all of the fabric that I printed on this week. And I did not do a mask making video because it would have been boring. It's just basically taping paper. So I did that off camera. But I wanted to show you everything that I printed on, all the fabric that I printed on. So when in the tutorial Tuesday video, I showed you this piece right here. This is from Mixed Media, Minnesota. And I printed this piece. And then I also showed you guys this. And here's a comparison side by side. This is the fabric version. And this is the paper version. I just printed on regular copy paper. I think they're both beautiful. They're different. This one looks more crisp and new, and this one looks a little bit more vintage and kind of blended in. So I think it turns out great whether you, I think I have it upside down. But whether you print on fabric or paper, the paper is not going to be as clear, but it has its own characteristics that I think work well with junk journals because it's a little bit more vintage, a little bit more worn looking. So let's go ahead and see what else I did. I printed this. This is a digital from KB and Friends. I am working on sewing journals. So this is going to be going into my journals. And I'm just going to show you, so this is a plain piece. I have not printed on this. So I'm just going to show you before I take it off the paper. This is all KB and Friends. Now this one is Jenny All Sorts, and I actually taped two pieces of fabric on here because I had two smaller pieces. So we're gonna unveil that, so to speak, as well. This is from Adamo Prints, and I think it turned out beautiful. And this is from Mixed Media, Minnesota. I think it looks so cool. It looks like a little sack. And this is also from Mixed Media, Minnesota. I love the words in the background. So let's go ahead and take it off the paper and see how it looks. I have not decided how I'm going to do this yet. For being the personality type that I am, I would think that I would plan everything out. But I plan a schedule, but I don't plan the details. Unless it's like a presentation or something. Alright, I'm just cutting. So if you remember from the tutorial, the edge is all taped and the middle has double-sided tape. Although that one didn't really feel like it. So I'm trying to decide how to do this. The best way to do this. So let me just go ahead and peel the tape off first. Because I think I just kind of want to see. So I'm just grabbing onto the fabric and peeling it down. And it's pretty easy to get a grab of because it is just fabric. So this is even really cool to save and use. It is just Scotch tape, and I have used it before. This would be great for collaging. And I would just add more glue, like a glue stick on the back of it. But that's a bonus. And of course, junk journalers and crafters, we use everything, right? All right, let's see. Even this would be cool. I find little accidental pieces like this really good for collage, because collage, you're trying to be accidental, right? So I am ripping it off of the double-sided tape that's on the back. And the more I do this, the more I realize that you don't need that much double-sided tape, which is a good thing, because double-sided tape can be expensive. Now I'm thinking it's a very good idea to peel the tape off first, because it would be great to reuse. See, even just this little piece right here. And I use the matte tape this time around, so it sticks on there. It's not coming off. Last time I used glossy, and it did not hold on the tape. This tape is really an added bonus. I'm telling you, it looks so cool. That's why I'm like trying to tear off all the tape first. But I think that one is a little too close to the edge. So we are going to go ahead and take it off from the double-sided tape. Now, it printed through the fabric, and it kind of printed onto the paper in the background. I think if it was a little bit darker, I would reuse this. Yeah. So, let's see how it looks. Here's another bonus piece of tape here. It looks, I don't know if you can tell on camera because it might just look like a digital, but it's just really cool to like hold this in your hands, and it's fabric and it's such cool printing. This is so much fun. All right, let's go ahead and do this one. This one, the tape is not going to be that fun because it's kind of blank, but we'll go ahead and take it off from the tape. Yeah, I don't think it would be, the tape isn't, like that fun to save in this case. There's a real charm about this like torn fabric. And of course, it's not going to print all the way to the edge of the fabric, and that's to be expected unless you use double-sided on the edge and tried that out. But I felt like I needed to really tape down the edges. And this is when you, first of all, this double-sided tape is very strong. This is also when you realize how resilient the fabric is. I'm literally using so much force to like tear it off. Right, and there we have this. I'm definitely going to be tearing around the edges because I like the torn edge. And I think this is going to be so cool to use. Look at that. All right. I'm curious about this because you guys have seen me use the paper, these papers a lot. Let's see how it looks on fabric. And of course, this is not the funnest thing to do on camera. Okay. I don't know, do you think that'll look good in collage? I'm not sure. It might look good as like old tape, possibly. And I used up a lot of tape. Like half a roll of tape doing this. Right, I think I'll go ahead and take the fabric off. And this, to me, this gets pretty addicting because I want to try to print so many different things. Alright, so now you guys get to take a look because you kind of know this paper. This was used in the mix, or in the, what do you call it, in my mini lap books. So now you're seeing it printed on fabric. It's very charming. It's just so whimsical. I have the HP Instant Ink program, and I actually upped my plan this month because I was printing so many things. I love it. It's wow. Now let's go ahead and let's do this one. I'm curious about this. This is a super adorable kit. This would be good for collage, so I will save that. This is a really beautiful kit as it is, but something about it being on fabric is just really awesome. It's just so pretty. And look at these pieces here. They all just look so pretty. And they are still sticky from the double-sided tape in the back. I am loving this. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all this fabric. I'm gonna have to think of a really cool project. I would love to do a cover. But the only drawback with this technique is that when you print, you can only print as large as your printer will print. So it's not like you have yards and yards of fabric. So I'm actually attempting to save this piece for collage. This might not be the most interesting thing to watch, watching someone peel tape on camera. Let's see how this looks. I could definitely use this top piece. And even this bottom piece, like how messy it looks. Like that's great for collage. Alright. Let's peel one more. This is from Adamo Prints. And for this one, I taped up all 3 edges. I didn't tape the bottom. Of course, the side that feeds into the printer was taped, but the side that comes out, like at the end, was not printed on. So that makes peeling this a lot easier. So I might do that in the future all the time. Take this side off as well. These flowers are really pretty. I will end up fussy cutting these and using these in something. They're so pretty. I really wish you guys could like feel this and hold this. It's just really cool to see these printed images on here. I love it. So the double-sided tape I got from my dollar store, but my dollar store is really weird. It's like everything in that store is $1.31, $1.31. But it's this Bazic products brand, and it's the 1-inch double-sided tape. As you could see from me wrestling with this, it's a very strong double-sided tape. And if you guys, I found it on Instagram. I found it on Amazon for, it's a little bit more expensive than I pay for it, but I did find a 12-pack. I used this double-sided tape in quite a few projects. So if you guys were interested, I have it linked down below. And there's a 12-pack, which ends up being about $2 per roll, which I think is great for double-sided tape. But if you don't want that much, there I found a combo of a 2-pack for like $5. Don't quote me on that. It was like a little bit more than what it would have been. It might have been $7.99 for two. But if you want to check that out, I think it's worth it. I mean, if you don't have this at your dollar store, it is a pretty thick roll. This is not the full roll. I don't have a new roll here, but it's very sturdy. So just wanted to mention that, and I hope you guys try this out. It's way easier than I thought it would be, and it turned out way prettier than I thought it would turn out. I really need to find like something really cool to do with all these, because I am loving these prints. Digitals, people make digitals so pretty. In my opinion, it's a lot prettier than fabric that you're going to find at Joann's or something. So when you print onto fabric, it's just amazing. But yeah, so I wanted to show you all the fabric that I printed onto. Coming up is going to, sometime in the very near future, I'm going to show a tutorial on what I do with these. But if you liked this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below, and I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. I'm gonna have a lot more fun and interesting projects coming up, so I'm really excited about that. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.